Correct. Okay. Hello. Good morning, students. These are the required concepts for objective questions in lesson number 12, and we already solved most of MCQs, but only last 4 or 5 questions left. I think we have solved up to number 11. Now look at number 12. In number 12, square is inscribed in a circle. Square is inscribed in a circle. So again, this figure repeating. Okay. Now look whatever given. Area of a square inscribed in a circle with radius 70. So diameter will be 140. What you want? You want area of square, not area of circle. If area of square is asked, then no problem will be there. But first of all, we have to go to side. If we are not having side of square, then we cannot find area of square. Okay? So first find L using Pythagoras formula, otherwise using this relation. Okay? Now I want to find side of square using this relation. So side is equal to diagonal upon root 2. I just make subjected here, so root 2 shifted there. Okay? So it is 140 upon root 2. 140 upon root 2 means 70 root 2. How 70 root 2 you understand? 72 is 100. So it is cancelled by root 2. So root 2, root 2, 2. So 70 root 2 is the side. Okay. Now you can find area. Area of square is equal to L square is equal to 70 root 2 square. Okay. So it is 4900 into 2. 70 square and root 2 square. So it is 9800. Okay. Again, I explained it. Whenever this types of question, you should have figure. And after drawing figure, you just write down everything. Means whatever measurement is given, what is required, L is required. So how to find L here? By Pythagoras theorem, otherwise by shortcut relation. Okay. After finding L, just use the area of square. Because L is not given, so our main purpose is to find L first of all. Okay. L first of all, and then to required A. Okay. And if you don't want to use this part, then Pythagoras formula can also be used here. But L square plus L square is equal to 140 square. So 2L square is equal to 19600. Okay, 14 square 19600. So L square is equal to 9800. L square is nothing but A. So by short way you can find also, because we use Pythagoras formula. Actually L square was used. L square is nothing but area of square. So area of square you can find this way also. Okay, just look there. L square is nothing but area. So no need to find L. Here we find L, then we make square. So it is quite time waste because L square directly useful here. Okay, understand? So this way also you can solve this sum. Now, next question, 13. If the radius of circle is increased by 10%, its area will increase by how much percent? Look here. Radius is increased by some percent. So how much increase or decrease by percentage in area? So number 13. Use shortcut because I already solved one sum yesterday, and then we prefer this shortcut here. So that answer will be 2n plus n square by 100. Same sum we solved here. So 2 into 10 plus 10 square upon 100. So 10 square 1, so 20 plus 1. Everything got 1 line. So 21% is required answer. Okay. You understand? So in this type of sum, always use this formula. Just it is extra. Now, suppose you are given 10% decrease, then what will be the answer? Suppose 10% decrease, this is extra, I am giving you one sum. Suppose instead of increase, decrease what is there, then how many percent decrease in the area of circle? So write down here minus 10 plus here minus 10 square upon 100. So it will be minus 20 plus, this is positive only. Why? Because square of negative is always positive. So it is minus 20 plus 1, it is minus 19. So if radius is decreased by 10%, if radius is decreased by 10%, then area will be decreased by 19%. You understand? For increase positive, for decrease negative. And be careful here, this is positive. Why? Because square is of any number is positive. And negative suggests decrease, positive suggests increase. Okay? So this way, any percentage of increase or decrease in radius given, then within a minute you can find increase or decrease percentage in area by this number. Okay, if increase is positive number, if decrease is negative. So today I give you few sums, use shortcut only. Okay, percentage increase or decrease in R. Okay, so this homework first of all, then we solve remaining sums. Now many sums I am giving you are 10% we already go through, 20% increase. Okay, are 20% increase, 20% decrease, then 30% increase, 30% decrease. In each case, total 4 cases are there. Means 4 sums are there by shortcut method only. What to find? Percentage increase or decrease in area. That we have to find. Okay, I have already solved one sum of each type, increase and decrease. Okay, so 20% increase, 20% decrease, 10% increase, 10% decrease. Each time, how many percent increase or decrease? Any one will be there in A by this one. Okay. Now look at next. Okay, if you want, write down, otherwise take screenshot. In number 14, the ratio of radius of two circles is 2:3, and ratio of angles at center of two minor sector of those circles is 5:2. Then the ratio of the areas of those sectors. First of all, write down whatever given and read it again. So number 14, they have given R1 is to R2, otherwise R1 upon R2, 2 upon 3, theta 1 upon theta 2. You understand? Theta 1 and theta 2, angle of first sector, angle of second sector, radius of first sector, radius of second. Two different sectors are being compared here. Okay, and this is given 5 by 2. What is asked? A1 upon A2, ratios of A. Now no shortcut, we have to go through all process. First of all, I want to find A1 upon A2. So can I write this way? Pi R1 square theta 1 upon 360. Pi remain pi 1, R2 square theta 2 upon 360. I have placed only both formula. Now what is cancelable? 360, 361, pi also go. Okay, so whatever left, R1, R2 whole square into theta 1 upon theta 2. No square here, just look at it. Now place both values. So 2 by 3 square So whenever any ratio is given and another quantities ratio is asked, at that time you have to do your work this way, numerator denominator form. It's in fraction form only. Don't try to find individually A1 or individually A2, not possible, because the relation is given, not a single value is given. So whenever relation is given, they also find relation, and relation means numerator denominator form. Okay. So answer will be theta 1 upon theta 2 is 5 by 2. So this is 4 by 9 and it is 5 by 2. 2 to the 4. So it is 10 by 9. Means answer A1 is to A2 is equal to 10 is to 9. Just understand. Okay. Not direct relation square root because two quantities are varies. Okay. One is radius and another was angle. So we cannot relate directly. Orally we cannot give answer. Okay. So go through this. Whatever asked, write down formula. Whatever cancelable, cancel everything. Then whatever left, write down and place values. Okay. But values of ratio only, not individual value. R1 is not 2, R2 is not 3, theta 1 is not 5, theta 2 is not 2, because it is the relation. It might be 50, it might be 20, it might be 20, 30 also. Otherwise 4 and 6 also. Here 10 and 4 also. Anyway, but value not given, ratio is given, so in the form of ratio only we can give answer. Okay. Now again one sum in homework just like this. R1 upon R2 is equal to 4 is to 5. 4 is to 5. And theta 1 is to theta 2. 3 is to 2. 3 is to 2. Okay. So here also you have to find A1 is to A2. It is for sector only, so I am not writing statement. Only in symbolic form I have written the question. Same way only, but values are changed. And sometimes ratio of area can be given. If any ratio is given here, then you can find, means out of 3, if any 2 are given, you can find third one. It is not necessary every time these are given and this is only asked. Sometimes, suppose these both are given and ratio of radii is not given, you can find it. Why? Because relation is already here. Just shifting may be there. Okay? But I have given only same type of sum, not of reverse type. Okay? Now number 50. In a circle with radius 50 cm, the area of the sector formed by 20 cm long arc. Again this part. Why? Because radius given and 20 cm long arc means L also given. Okay, so 15 in homework. 15 homework. So 2 extra sums and 1 MCQ 15. So total 3 sums in homework. Okay. In earlier one, I have given, according to number 13, 4 sub questions. So 4 sub question. Again 1 question from here and MCQ number 15. So 4 2 days. Total 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6. Total 6 sums in homework. Okay, they are very short. Okay, now as I told, our next lesson is number 4 and that is quadratic equation. Now today's our plan is to give basic information of quadratic equation. What is the meaning of quadratic equation? In lesson number 2, you studied quadratic equation, cubic equation, but there will be polynomial and here equation. Okay, what is the difference between polynomial and equation? In polynomial, no right side will be there, and in equation, right side is there. So no different side. But what is meant by quadratic? Quadratic means degree 2. Okay, so quadratic means degree 2. Now, look at the standard form of quadratic equation. This is standard form of quadratic equation. Equation means something should be there at right side. Okay. Then what will be ABC? A is the coefficient of x square, B is the coefficient of x, and C is constant term. And ABC can be positive number, negative number, fraction, integer, any number. I am giving you some relation. For some example, suppose 3x square plus 10x minus 8 equal to 0. So A equal to 3, B equal to 10, C equal to minus 8. This is one type of quadratic equation. And how to solve quadratic equation we will talk later. You know one method, factorization. By factorization method we have already solved many equations. And value of x we told zeros. Now instead of zeros we will use roots. Both are synonyms. By solving the given equation, whatever value of x you obtain, that is called zeros there in lesson number 2. Here it will be called roots. Both are same here. So particular points will be repeating. By factorization method, if you want to solve quadratic equation, then nothing is new there. By factorization only you can find it. But there are some extra methods also, not only factorization method. So there are total 3 methods. Total 3 methods of solution of quadratic equation. Okay? But right now we are not talking about solution of quadratic equation. First of all, understand what is quadratic equation. So quadratic equation is this form. Degree should be 2. Okay? No, it is not necessary that terms are 3. Terms may be 2 also. This is also quadratic equation. X square minus 4. This is also quadratic equation. No problem. Okay? Because B is 0 here. So B and C can be 0, but A never 0. Okay? A should not be 0. B or C can be 0. Understand? If A is 0, then obviously it is not quadratic equation. Okay? So x square or y square terms should be there. So B and C can be 0, but A never. You understand? Now, in exercise 4.1, look at exercise 4.1, question number 1. They are asking you whether given are quadratic equation or not. So what do you verify? How to verify? What do you notice? Degree of equation is 2 or not. If degree is 2, then it is quadratic equation. If degree is not 2, more than 2 or less than 2, then obviously it is not quadratic equation. Okay? So look at question number 1 of exercise 4.1. Exercise 4.1, question number 1. Only one thing you have to keep in mind, that degree of equation or degree of polynomial should be 2 only. Not more than 2, not less than 2. Now first one. First one is given x plus 1 square is equal to 2x minus 3. First of all, you should convert this given equation into standard form. Standard form means, open bracket. Set everything towards left side. Then only you will get standard form, and after getting standard form only you can give answer. Otherwise right now you cannot say it is quadratic or not. Understand? So first of all, simplify. Simplify means open bracket, set. So first of all I expand this one, so it will be x square plus 2x plus 1. You understand why? A plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now open this bracket also, 2x minus 6. So I just open both sides bracket. So your always first work is to expand. Expand means to open bracket, to multiply. Okay? Set them here. So x square plus 2x minus 2x plus 1 plus 6 equal to 0. I separated them here. Okay? 2x minus 2x. 1 minus plus 6. So it becomes x square plus 0. No problem. It is standard. It is quadratic equation. Why? Degree is 2. So write down yes, it is quadratic equation. Okay? You understand? So in all sum, just simplify it and get standard form. Getting standard form means everything should be at left side and right side should be 0. That is the meaning of standard form. Okay. If degree is 2, degree means degree of polynomial of degree of equation means maximum degree. So maximum degree is 2. So no problem, it is correct. Understand? So this way, second one is in homework. Question number 1, second homework. Okay, from exercise 4.1. Now look at number 3. First, third sub questions. What is given here? X minus 2, x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 3. Okay, this is number 3. Here also multiply, expand. First of all, you have to multiply with expand. Then simplify. Then look, degree is 2 or not. So now, how to multiply two brackets we know. First of all, x with one bracket. So x square. I just writing step. X with one bracket, then minus 2 with one bracket. Here x with second one bracket, then minus 1 with second one bracket. Now just copy x square plus x minus 2x minus 2. Understand? Minus plus minus, again minus plus minus. X square plus 3x minus plus minus x minus plus minus 3. Now first of all, combine here, then shifting only. So x square minus x minus 2x minus x minus 2. Here x square plus 2x minus 3. Now shift everything here. So it is x square minus x minus 2 minus x square minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, plus become minus, minus become plus. They are shifted towards left side. Okay. X square 1, whatever left, minus 3x, minus x minus 2x minus 3x, minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. This is, everything is basic only. So far, not in a single step can start there. It is only basic. How to multiply bracket, how to combine like term, how to shift there. After shifting, how to cancel out or how to combine again like terms. Okay. So at last we got this one. Obviously, degree is 1. We require degree 2. So it is not quadratic equation. It is not a quadratic equation. And give your answer in full statement. Not say only yes or no. Not say only yes or no. Everything should be clear. Okay. So whenever brackets are given, just multiply. Okay. And after multiply, combine like terms, then shift all of them towards left side, and after shifting, just look at that, whether degree is 1 or more than 1 or more than 2. If degree is 2, then yes, otherwise no. Okay. 2. Then number 4 homework. Number 4 and 5 homework. Same way only you have to go through. Now, number 6. Okay, whatever given in number 6, that is again simple times form. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 whole square. That is already how to expand, you know, a minus b whole square. So nothing to do here. But here you have to expand a minus b whole square. So a square minus 2ab. So 4x plus 4. But keep in mind, binomial square is always trinomial. Don't apply directly square on. Most of students make this x minus 2 whole square is equal to x square minus 1. That is wrong. Because square is not directly applied to both ones. Binomial square should be trinomial. 3 terms should be here. Okay. If multiplication is there in between, then only you can say x square. Just apply square to both ones. But in plus minus, don't do this way. Identity should be used. Okay, and you should keep in mind that binomial square will be trinomial only, never binomial. Okay, so understand that. Now just set them here. So x square plus 3x plus 1 minus x square plus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. If nothing is left, equal to 0. X square already gone. So 3x plus 4x, 7x, 1 minus 4 minus 3. No. Now write, it is not quadratic equation. Okay. Now look at number 7. Okay, simplification only, but here whole cube formula is there, and you know, I think you not forgot formula of whole cube. Okay, so in number 7, x plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x x square minus 1. Now we know whole cube. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. This is the formula. Okay, so according to that, I just writing x cube plus 2 cube. Okay, plus 3ab means 6x. 3ab, so 3 into 2 into x, so 3 to the 6x. Here x plus 2. Now open this bracket also, so 2x cube minus 2x. Okay, this formula you should know. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab, a plus b. Now this bracket will open in next step. Not at a time, everything is expanded. So x cube plus 8, x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. So it is x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x minus 2x cube plus 2x equal to 6. Any one side you can set everything towards right side also, no problem. Matter is same only. X cube minus 2x cube minus 1x cube. Then 6x square means 6x square only. I just added also 12x plus 2x, 14x, and number is only plus 8. Okay. Now obviously it is cubic, not quadratic. So no, it is not quadratic equation because degree should be 2, here 3. Okay. So no. Understand? And you should know this identity also when your whole cube is there. So whole square, whole cube, whole identity you should have. How to expand? Then only you can simplify it and you can get answer that it is quadratic equation or no. Okay. Number 8 homework. So second, fourth, fifth and 8 in homework. So all remaining sums are in homework from exercise 4.1 main question number 1. And I have given 6 sums, very small 6 sums from MCQ portion also. Okay, so 6 plus 4, total 10 sums. All 10 are very short. Okay, so you have to solve today all 10 sums as a homework, clearly calculate. Okay, thank you.